Imagine a scenario where the future of international trade hangs in the balance, particularly for a country heavily reliant on pharmaceutical exports. This is exactly what's happening as the Swiss government prepares to sit down with major pharmaceutical firms to address a pressing issue: U.S. tariffs. But here's where it gets controversial. The tariffs aren't even on pharmaceuticals yet, raising questions about the broader implications. In Zurich on August 11th, Reuters reported that Swiss Economy Minister Guy Parmelin and Health Minister Elisabeth Baume-Schneider are set to meet with top executives from Roche and Novartis, with potentially other companies joining the discussion. Two sources close to the matter confirmed this upcoming meeting. When contacted, Roche and Novartis chose not to comment on the specifics. However, a spokesperson for the health minister confirmed the meeting would take place, but didn't disclose further details or participant names. The urgency stems from the recent implementation of a 39% tariff on Swiss exports to the U.S., excluding pharmaceuticals. While the drug sector isn't directly affected yet, the looming threat of the U.S. Section 232 national security investigation looms large. This investigation could lead to tariffs as high as 250% on drug imports, a prospect that sends shivers through the industry. The Swiss government is acutely aware of this risk, especially given that pharmaceuticals account for nearly half of Switzerland's exports to the U.S., totaling 32.75 billion Swiss francs in 2024. An extension of the 39% tariff to pharmaceuticals could potentially cause Swiss economic output to drop by more than 1%, according to some estimates. The talks aim to explore multiple avenues. One possibility is to encourage pharmaceutical companies to invest more in the U.S., thereby reducing Switzerland's trade surplus and potentially lowering the existing 39% tariff on other goods such as watches and chocolate. Another aspect could involve addressing U.S. President Donald Trump's demands for reduced drug prices in the U.S., a move that might inadvertently raise prices in Europe. This raises an interesting dilemma for the Swiss Health Ministry, which collaborates with pharmaceutical companies to set drug prices. Increasing drug costs in Switzerland, already higher than in many other European countries, could be problematic. The U.S. concerns are rooted in its significant trade deficit with Switzerland, with pharmaceuticals being the largest contributor. In response, Swiss companies have already made commitments to boost investments in the U.S. For example, Novartis plans to invest $23 billion in building and expanding 10 facilities, while Roche intends to invest $50 billion over 5 years, creating thousands of new jobs. These discussions come at a critical juncture, balancing economic interests with public health concerns. As negotiations unfold, the outcomes could reshape the global pharmaceutical landscape and impact economies worldwide. What do you think? Should pharmaceutical companies be pressured to lower prices in the U.S., or does this risk causing unintended consequences in other markets? Share your thoughts in the comments.